Hello, Integrated Math students. Welcome to your orientation video. My name is Mrs. Robinson. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Let's go over our curriculum for Integrated Math. This is the Integrated Math series, and we will be using the Common Core workbooks for Mathematics 1, Mathematics 2, and Mathematics 3. So you'll be in one of those courses. You have a workbook like this. Each workbook has 2 volumes, volume 1, volume 2. Make sure you have the right volume. So if you're starting the course, you should have volume 1 unless you're in 2245. It's consumable. You may write in this workbook, and we'll come back to it in a bit. Let's go ahead and talk about Canvas. This is our learning management system. This is where we will work. Okay, you're going to log in through your student portal. Everything's posted there, assignments, your grades. You interact with me there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to click through Canvas right here. This is my dashboard, and your dashboard will obviously look a little different. I'm going to pull down and just show you an example of Math 1. So I'm going to log in here to Math 1. And let's go through the course a bit. I'm going to go ahead and click us to student view so you can see what you guys are seeing. Okay, we're in student view. Let's start here under about this course. This is where you'll find the bulk of information you need about this course. We're going to go under teacher and course information. This is where you'll find information about me, my email, online tutoring hours if you forget when those are for your specific course, and then meet the specialists. It's just something about me. If you're interested, you can read through that, and a little picture of my goofy family. All right, let's go back to here we have our syllabus. This is where you can find just the rules, the class rules, grading, and course information. Everything should be posted there. Expectations for the parent and student. Then here we have how to join online meetings. This is a great one. Has specifically to join online tutoring with me. And if you click on that, I've given you a little video that walks you through how to join it. So just watch my little video. I look surprised in that video. I don't know why. All right, and then let's go ahead. You've got the home study calendar, a review session calendar, a final exam calendar. Great information here. All right, there's Canvas overview. If you need help with our learning management system, click here, and there's some student tutorials. This is all under about this course. Helpful math websites. This is a great one. You might want to bookmark some of your favorites from here. You need help with some assignments. Here's some good ideas. Khan Academy is great. My favorite, Desmos.com. It's an online graphing calculator. It's amazing for graphing lines if you're in Math 1, parabolas in Math 2 and Math 3. All right, let's go ahead and go back down. So after helpful math websites, CAM Scanner instructions. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but download the CAM Scanner app. The instructions are here. Okay, there's Pearson textbook instructions here. This talks about the Pearson textbooks, the workbooks, online access instructions for Pearson to get online to PearsonRealize.com. Your login information will be here. Go there and look at that. Notes for the Pearson workbook itself. If you don't want to write in our workbook or your workbook, if you're not one that likes to write in it, I suggest writing in it. But if not, here's a little helpful thing you could print. They're just little note sheets. You could write down the key concept, watch the videos, take notes there. There's example problem 1, 2, 3. Sometimes there's even example 4 and 5. It just depends on the lesson. And then you can write your homework assignment, the page, the questions, and then you could grade it. All right. So if you'd like to use that, print a bunch of those, or just print it and then copy it a few times instead of writing in here. That's just a little thing for you to use. All right. Okay, back under about this course, the Pearson information. Notice under the notes, I've put the printable chapter 1, the printable pages for chapter 2. I know a lot of you did not get your workbooks on time. You can begin working just by printing the pages of chapter 1 here. Also, your workbook will be online at Pearson Realize. You can always get it there. I know you also don't have answers like a traditional textbook in the back where you can check your answers to see how you're doing. I have posted the answers here for this whole first semester. I will also post the answers under the chapter where it starts. So chapter 1 starts under module 1. You'll see the chapter 1 answers there. So go there, print the answers. Hold on. So here you'll see the answers for all the chapters in semester 1. And if you click on this, you'll have all the answers for the first chapter. So check your work, always check your work. Otherwise, how do you know if you're doing it right? You don't. Okay, then we begin with the module. Modules right here, and I'm going to talk about those in a second. Let's go back to our PowerPoint. Let's talk about Pearson. Our Pearson Integrated Math, well, this says Integrated Math 1, but it's, hold on. Okay, let's talk about Pearson. The Pearson Online Access instructions are here. This is what's posted in Canvas under About This Course. You're going to go to Pearson Realize. You're going to sign in, not sign up. I've already created a username and password for you. Your username is going to be your first name followed by your 5-digit ID number. If that's not working, email me. Something else might have happened and we had to create you a different one. Your password should be JCSGuest1. Okay, and you have options for changing that password. You're going to click on your programs, which will be Mathematics 1 or 2 or 3, depending on what course you're in, and then your current chapter and your current section in your workbook. All right, you're going to find an online copy of the book there, the whole book, and then when you go into sections, you'll see the examples along with the solutions. Let's go ahead and talk about the workbook. In the workbook, oops, I meant to do this slide. Okay, things to know about the integrated math curriculum. The textbook's consumable. Of course, you can write in it. You can write notes and examples and practice problems right in the book. It's not traditional. It doesn't have example problems displayed for you to study. Okay, it will have an online problem, but it doesn't actually show the examples like a traditional book. So you can log in online to Pearson Realize, and that's where you'll see them work out those examples, okay? Watching the online presentations of these problems will help you work the practice problems. I've also posted video lessons of a teacher teaching the lesson in each module, so you have 2 options to look through stuff here, all right? There's virtual nerd videos that you can access with your smartphone or tablet. All you need is any QR reader and then the virtual nerd app. This is actually super cool. Let me show you my QR reader. I have a little QR reader here in the middle, and you can download any QR reader. And then the virtual, it's opposite, the virtual nerd tutorial app right there, okay? This app itself, you can just tap on it and it will pull up this, what's your curriculum? And you can browse by topic, if I could speak, or you can click on your workbook, Math 1, Math 2, Math 3, and let's just tap on Math 1 since we've been doing that. And when you tap on that, the Integrated Math 1, it will pull up all the topics by section. And then you can say, I'm starting with solving equations and inequalities. And then you'll have the list of all the videos there, the distributive property. And then when I tap on that, it will pull up a little video of the distributive property. And I can push play and the lady will teach me right there on my tablet or phone. All right? All right, the purpose of the QR reader is if you tap on your QR reader, you'll notice your workbook. Every section has a QR code in it at the top of the page. I just pulled this out of my workbook, okay? So I take my phone and I scan that, and if I scan it right now with my phone, I just scanned it, and what does it do? It pulls up, because I use lesson 1.1, which is the distributive property, it pulls up that lesson, the distributive property, right on my phone just by scanning it, and ding, there's that same video.
Let's learn about the distributive property.
I can do that in a variety of ways, but this is super cool. If you can download the QR code, you can just scan these little tutorials just with that at the top of every section, all right? Okay, if you don't have a smartphone, you can still get these videos. They're at the bottom of every section when you go online to Pearson Realize. It looks like this, 1.1 virtual nerd tutorial, what's the distributive property? That one I was just pulling up. Let's go ahead and go to Pearson real quick. I'm gonna open up Pearson Realize. Okay, I'm here at pearsonrealize.com and I'm gonna sign in. And it's going to ask you for a login and a password. I've already done that. My computer saved it, so it just pulls up. But you're going to have to do that initially. And then you're going to go ahead and pick your program. I'm going to go to Math 1 because that's what we've been discussing. And let's look at that. when I pull up Math 1, you'll see that there is an e-text here. The e-text is just like your workbook. It has all the same pages in it. So you can click on that if you don't have your workbook and look through it. Now, when I come here, I can see, I'm going to look at Chapter 1 since we've been talking about Chapter 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and look at Lesson 1-1, which was the distributive property. And in my student workbook, right in the workbook, I have, I'm just going to pull up this page. This is the one on the distributive property. Now, if I pull down, the solve it will be the first thing that it asks me to do. It will show me the key concepts and then the example problem 1. And when I click on this, it will open up the example that it doesn't give me in the book. And it will show is if I click through this, how to work this example. So go here and use this, all right? I'm going to go ahead and exit that, and then go ahead and pull down. That was example 1, example 2, the got it's will also be there. And then that virtual nerd video that I pulled up on lesson 1-1 is right here in Pearson. So if you don't have a phone, you can just access it. There'll be a video for every section. Not necessarily for every example problem, but for every section. And here's that video on the distributive property. And you can watch that here. All right, so great things at Pearson. Make sure you familiarize yourself with Pearson and look through all the sections and see what it has to offer. If I do ask you to work an online quiz, I will assign it to you and you'll be able to go there and work it. I'll let you know and I'll send out an announcement or I'll post it. All right, let's go back to our PowerPoint. All right, the Monday announcements I will post through Canvas. Each Monday morning, I'll remind you of the module we're working on, any specialist assignments that you turn into me, along with any changes if I have to change the tutoring days or hours because of meetings, okay? So check your announcements every week. It'll remind you where you should be. Grading, your daily assignments, that is the bulk of your work. That's where you do chapter 1 and you do all the practice problems. Chapter 2, those are 30% of your grade. Okay, quick checks are 10%, benchmarks 45, final exam is 15. Let's talk about those daily assignments. They can be found under lessons and videos in Canvas. So let's go there just for week 1. Module 1, after you do all the orientation stuff, the PowerPoint, the video, the quiz, I have a little video here of how to work those Pearson assignments because the numbering seems kind of weird. Watch that video, okay? Then you're going to go, the bulk of your work will always be under lessons and videos. That's where you find your work, your daily assignments, and anything that's due to me. There you'll see objectives. You'll see videos that I've posted, videos for 1-1, 1-2, 1-2, 1-3, 1-3, and 1-4. And then the assignments. First, watch the orientation video and do this work, okay? And those assignments will link to these videos that I've posted. These videos are a teacher or I teaching that lesson. So you can use these videos and write down notes. You can also go to Pearson Realize for extra help. So you have 2 choices there of how to work these, all right? Back to the PowerPoint. All right, so your lesson and videos is where you'll have the bulk of your assignments. That's where I put all of your assignments, even if you have something due to me. Make sure your daily practice assignments you do neatly in your workbook you're going to bring to your EF at your monthly meeting. If you don't want to write in your workbook, keep it neatly in another notebook. All right, please check your answers. I give you the solutions in Canvas under About This Course, and I also post the solution under the module where the chapter begins. So for example, in Math 1, Chapter 1 begins in Module 1. I think Chapter 2 begins in Module 3 or 4. So under Module 1, you'll see the answers to Chapter 1. And under Module 3, you might see the answers to Chapter 2. Please print those out, check your answers, all right? Your daily practice assignments are 30% of your grade. Your EF sends me that grade. Quick checks are little quick checks. They're designed to see if you're mastering the topics. They're little quizzes. You can get help on quick checks. Get help from tutoring, use a parent or your book. Make sure you know how to do them in your workbook or come get help from me. They're 10% of your grade and you should be able to get 100% on those quick checks, all right? Benchmarks are tests. You cannot get help on the tests. However, you can get help on practice tests. I post a practice test for every test, benchmark test, and it is in the same order and the same type of problems you will see on the test. Oftentimes I get, can I retake the test? And I'll say no, because I gave you already your first take with the practice benchmark. You knew exactly what was going to be on the test if you did the practice benchmark. I give you the answers to the practice benchmark. So please make sure you work through those. If you need help, come to tutoring with me and I'll help you with those before you actually take the test. Your final exam is on site. It's 15% of your grade. It's cumulative for the semester, and I will also give you a practice exam with answers. Okay, some of your tests will be paper tests. You need to go to the assignment, you need to print it out, take the test, and then you need to scan it and upload it back to the assignment. If you don't have a scanner, you can use the free app Cam Scanner. There's instructions on how to use that, and it looks something like this. You can take a picture of it and you can upload it right to your Google Drive, or even if you have the Canvas app, you can take a picture of it just with the Canvas app right there and upload it, or you can email it to yourself and have it on your computer. Let me go ahead and show you an assignment. Okay, so the first benchmark for Integrated Math 1, I believe, is due in Module 3. So if you go under Module 3, under your lesson and videos, and you do all of this, and you'll notice Turn into Specialist Benchmark Chapter 1. So when you see that, you should also see under Module 3, Practice Benchmark Chapter 1, Practice Benchmark Key for Chapter 1, and then the benchmark. And when you find that benchmark, you'll go right here and print it. It will be a PDF. After you take it and scan it up, you're going to submit it here. Make sure when you submit your assignments, you put it in PDF format. I need it to be in PDF format in order to write onto the file. You'll find it here on your computer or load it up to your Google Drive and then submit the assignment. Let me know if you have any questions on submitting assignments. What happens if my specialist assignment is late? You have a 10-day grace period for every assignment. 10 days is a week and then the weekend, and then it will be due on midnight the following Monday. Any assignment over 10 days will not receive credit unless it's approved by the admin, and careful, you can get a strike report if you go beyond the grace period. All right. Please email me in advance if you have something come up and you have a problem with doing an assignment, and so we can work together on that so you don't get a strike. All right. Online tutoring. I will be hosting, this is super important, online tutoring for individual math classes this year. So you don't have to log in and wait for somebody from another math class and you don't know what they're doing. If you log into Math 1 on Tuesdays at 10, only Math 1 students will be in there asking questions about Math 1 stuff. So come log in and check it out even if you don't have questions. If you log in for Math 2 on Tuesdays at 11, just Math 2 students will be there, and so on and so forth. And then I will have an open tutoring hour on Thursdays from 11 to 12. So if you're working on your practice benchmark and you didn't have a chance to come those other days and you still need to get help from me one more time, come at that time. Insight students, I will be visiting Insight in Marietta on Wednesday mornings for tutoring help, so you will get to see me face-to-face there. I look forward to working with you this year. Please don't hesitate to contact me, and have a great day.